Alright, so my 150 Yamaha, this one here is running a really rough. It's not turning up as fast as the other one. And when I checked my fuel filters, I noticed I had a bunch of garbage in there. This filter right here on the motor had some dirt in it, real fine dirt. That dirt can go into the VST tank, the vapor separation tank, which is back here behind the intake. So you have to take this off and all this off to get to the VST tank. I'm not going into the VST tank. I cleaned this filter, and just to save time, I'm going to change the filters, the basket filters inside the injectors. There's 4 of them. And then I'm going to run the motor and see how it does. Very simple to take it off. 2 13mm bolts. Just locate this fuel rail on the starboard side of the engine, the right side if you're looking forward. Unplug these 4 gray connectors, and this whole fuel rail will just come right out. There's nothing else holding it. Once you unplug the connectors, you just take the fuel injector and it just pulls right out of the rail. It's not pressed in or anything, it's just an O-ring and a seal. You just take the injector and just pull it right out of the rail. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off and we'll change out the filter. So I've got the tool. There's your filter right in there. You screw this in. If you could see it. You screw this in. Then you squeeze. And she pops right out. If you don't have the tool, you can use a screw, and I'll show you how. You could put a screw in there and then just pull it right out. There you go. Make sure you throw these away so you don't reuse them. Now to put the new ones in, they just press in. They're just brass. I just tap them in until they're flush and they're in there good. That's it. Make sure when you're doing this, nothing gets down in there behind the filter while you're got the filter out, because it'll cause the injector to squirt rather than spray. When you put them back in, they don't need to be in any kind of order. Make sure the O-ring is on there and this little donut ring doesn't fall off. Sometimes that little donut ring will be stuck right in there. But if you look, they're all here. All right, they don't have to be in any particular order. They can go back in any position because they're all the same. Push them in there nice and tight. Now we're going to line them up in the holes. Make sure the ends of them go in their little holes. And when it's proper, you can see that the bolt holes are flush and lined up perfect. See that? And then we'll put our bolts back in. So when you plug them back in, this is important that the top one goes to the top. Make sure they snap, and then you know they make connection. Don't force anything. It should go snap right on. You can see how they go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the way you put them back on, the way they came off. There, we're all set. How about that? That was easy. These basket filters are not a Yamaha part. You can't buy them from Yamaha, but there's some aftermarket companies that make them. And I got them all on eBay, and after I did it a couple times, I ended up buying the tool. It's so much easier than using a screw, but screw works fine.